Hello. Can you hear me? My name is Yair, and I'm going to ask for 30 seconds extra because I have to reply to one of the things that Stacy just said. She was talking about how the most shattering moment for her was a mother crying after a kid. And that activated a memory when I was working at Jefferson about a year and a half ago. This is not what I was planning on talking about. I was walking between the buildings, and suddenly I heard this cry that was so awful, like my heart stopped. I almost fell to the ground. And it was a mother that lost her child, her young child, I think it was 8 years old. He was 8 years old, from gunshot. So, close paren. Now, my name is Yair, and unfortunately I'm very familiar with guns because I'm an Israeli originally, and I was living in Israel for many years, most of my life until 20 years ago or so. And I served in the IDF in a small combat special unit, so I activated a lot of different weapons and guns. And I hate it. I'm also very familiar with guns from the other side. I'm a physician. I've been working in different hospitals across the world for more than 20 years. And as such, I've seen a lot of suffering. And the worst of it, more than in South Africa and in Israel and in the Far East, is actually in New York, when I was working in Columbia and later in the Bronx. The amount of suffering that I saw because of deaths and gunshot victims is just, I can't even tell you. It's horrible. My personal story is very relevant because we moved here. Next week, it's going to be exactly 1 year. We live in Marion Station, and we love it. Why did we move here? Because we were in South Philly. My wife was taking our 2 little kids to a park, a little park, very cute park by Queens Village. She was there with the kids. There was a couple of slides. There was one basketball hoop. There were a couple of teenagers playing. My child was Aviv, who was 3 years old. She was talking to one of these teenagers, and then she ran to the slides. And my wife was joking around with the teenager. A van stopped. A guy came out with a gun and started shooting. The guy that my wife was talking to, his head exploded in front of her face. She grabbed my daughter from here and my son from here and hysterically started running away and crying. And this is a real story, and immediately we started looking for another place to live. We have decided to live in Lower Marion, in this community, because we have heard so much things about from so many friends and family members about the quality of this place, about what a wonderful place. Kids who were raised here are now our friends. People who are raising kids are also our friends. It's paradise. I know somebody who, when I moved here, he was telling me, listen, I'm a businessman, I lived all over the world. This area here is paradise. I'm telling you, because
Sir, please address.
I'm a proud American. No, I have to look at you. I'm a proud American.
Sir.
I'm a proud Israeli.
Please don't yell at each other.
I'm a proud Israeli. I'm a proud American, and I'm a proud Jew. And I'm asking you to take away your violence, your threats, like you just told us, you and your friends. Take your violence, your hatred, your threats, your negativity, and your guns, and go somewhere else.
Ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. So, look, we all feel very strongly about this. It is really important to this board and to this community that let's keep it level, okay? And if we don't, we're going to have to recess this board. Let's keep it level. We can all do that. Thank you.